Oh, good. It says I'm live. This reading is going to be for Taurus people who are single. Taurus rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars. Hope you guys are well. My daughter started to go to school again on Monday, and so I'm a little out of it today because I'm not used to waking up at 6 in the morning anymore. We both got lazy with going to bed late, so I'm a little bit tired, but I can still do your reading. And this is for, yeah, I already said that. Sorry, you guys, my brain's a little bit shot today. Luckily, I don't really have to use my left brain to do readings. So this reading is going to be for the last 2 weeks of August and the first 2 weeks of September. I'm going to do 4 weeks for you. I'm going to time stamp them. Here comes my cat. Hello, buddy. I'm going to time stamp the weeks down below in the description box so it'll be easy for you to skip ahead or skip forward or backwards to whatever week you would like. Come on, buddy. Really? Come here. Sorry. Okay. And this is for those people, Tauruses, that are completely single. You may be dabbling with dating a little bit or have some crushes or a crush. Someone might have a crush on you. Someone might be coming in. So I'm just going to break this up into 4 weeks for you, and we'll just see what comes out. My tech issues are so crazy. I'm actually being given a new computer by a relative of mine for a belated birthday present for me, which is going to solve a lot of my issues. This fourth computer, the first 3 computers crashed or died in like 2 or 3 months. And now this fourth computer that was lent to me has viruses, bugs. People are tracking me. I have random bubbles that show up that try to advertise me things all the time. I had a friend on Facebook where she got hacked, and then her hack sent me a message that hacked me. So tomorrow I've got a computer friend helping me to get a free antivirus or a free trial period of 1 to straighten this computer out. But until then, you may hear some weird noises from all of the ads and things that have been popping up. Okay, so this is for Taurus singles for the last 2 weeks of August 2019 and the first 2 weeks of September 2019, and we'll just see what comes out. For clarifiers, I'm using 2 decks. I'm using the White Rabbit Lenormand and the Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle cards, I think it's called. And you'll just have to excuse the noises caused by the animals. Okay. Let's see what, that one almost wanted to come out with that one. I think I'm just going to put it back in. Oh, it's the one card in the whole deck that's still brand new. Okay, let's see what's going on. Interesting. Okay. Let me move this just a little bit, and I'll show you your cards head on. You have the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see these okay. The 8 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, Ten of Cups. Nice. The Four of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let me break these into weeks. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the clarifiers with these two right now, and then I'll get started. And if I didn't already say it, I probably already said it. I'm going to be time stamping the weeks down below once I get a chance to figure out what the numbers are. Let's see. What does this have to do with? Hey, what are you doing? Okay, sorry, you guys. I have to stop my cat from doing whatever it is that he's doing. Hey, no. No, buddy, no. No. Okay. This is interesting. I'm just trying to adjust it where I can see it too. Okay. For the third week of August, which I believe we've already started, we have the Nine of Wands over the Four of Swords. What I'm seeing is that you have been busy working on something that involves luck, money, something you're creating, but you're almost done, or you are done with it, but it's the last little dregs of wrapping things up or getting ready to go in a new direction after this. And in with this, because this has taken a lot of time, effort, energy from you, you need to also relax at this time. You need to take naps, get enough sleep, take care of yourself, take baths, go out for walks, just have certain times where you just, oh my gosh, what is that kitten up to now? To take it easy, to rest your brain, to rest your thoughts, to rest, period. Even if this means feeling a little bit guilty at times because you have plenty of things you should be doing at this time, but it really is important to have those moments where you just veg out, or don't force yourself to do anything. And there's another meaning in this too, which I'm going to get to. So with the Nine of Wands, you have Clover. Here, you're wrecking the cards. Can I just get you to sit in my lap? This was down at the bottom like that. Okay. This may very well have something to do with money, maybe investments, working with alternative money, as in cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. I forget all of the different names for all of the different ways that people are trying to cultivate a new monetary system these days. Investments, money, possibly a business you've set up, or some kind of something to do with speculation for some of you, or even working with plants, working with medicine, working with herbs. This can be so many different things, but it does look as if luck is on your side. So concerning wrapping up this old project, you should be getting the outcome that you've been striving for this whole time. Oh my gosh. cat, man. No, no, no. Come here. No, buddy, no. Don't even think about it. You should have a lot of luck with this. You should have the outcome that you've been striving for. You will be recognized for what you've done, or you will have good returns for what you have done. Or you've simply just been focusing on prosperity and creating a good life for yourself. With this, you have come to the edge. Hopefully you can see this okay. Come to the edge. So you've come to the edge of an old cycle. You're at the very end of something that you've put a lot of your energy into. And now you're wondering, what next? What do I do next? You can't stay where you've been, either mentally, emotionally, physically. It's time for a new cycle in your life, or it's time to take some kind of a leap into the unknown and see what else is waiting for you out there. Down below to meditation. This card is meditation card. With it, you have the woman. And with the woman, you have imagine. So this is kind of complicated for me to have to explain it in this way, because normally I don't talk about gender, but with this White Rabbit Lenormand or any Lenormand system, there's the man and the woman, which is obviously very traditional. So if you are a woman watching, this woman is probably you. If you are a straight man watching, this is probably a woman that you're interested in. If you have a different sexual orientation, just take this as you'll know whether this woman is you or whether this is someone you're interested in. So with it, you have imagine. So if this is somebody you're imagining in, that you're manifesting through your imaginings, you're thinking about what you truly want in a partner. This can also be you imagining new, amazing, wonderful things for yourself. In the woman card, there's that shooting star behind her, which makes me think of inspiration, makes me think of the star card about hopes and wishes, wishing on a fallen star, catching a fallen star, and imagining possibilities. Resting your mind, meditating, or resting enough where you can open up your imagination and start thinking about possibilities. There are endless possibilities for you. What do you truly wish for, or what would you really like? If this is about a relationship that you're wanting to call in, or someone that you're interested in, by imagining the positive things, by imagining what you truly long for, regardless of what you think is possible or not, will help bring somebody in. Okay, so that's the third week of August. Now this is the last week of August. Very nice, you guys. Just to show it to you before I pick clarifiers, you have the Ace of Pentacles over the Ten of Cups. This is a really nice combination. So let me pick clarifiers. Ooh, nice, you guys. Pick some from this one. Interesting. Whoa. I'm putting that one back in. I just want to pick one more. Of these. Okay. Even though there's a ton of cards, it's actually a simple story here. So, the basic essence of the last week of August for you single Taurians is about a new beginning in your life, which I kind of saw you as being at the edge or the very end of an old cycle last week. But in this week, you're truly looking towards the future and you're counting your blessings. You have a lot of blessings with this 10 of Cups here, whether you realize it or not. And also there's a lot of blessings coming in this week. If you've been imagining and putting your positive prayers and energy out there for what you would like to see happen, or even just to invite the universe to bring you blessings, it looks as if it's manifested or it's coming in. And this is making you feel extremely happy. This Ace of Pentacles could be a new relationship. It can be a new job, a new location, a new way of life, a new way of treating your body, a new way of eating. This can be so many different things. A new avenue for making money, a new investment, can be so many things. But something about this new opportunity coming in that looks very solid, or a potential new relationship, makes you feel extremely happy. And you are blessed. By focusing on the fact that you are blessed, or you do have magic, love, and blessings in your life, regardless of possibly other things going on, the more you focus on gratitude, or the more you naturally feel gratitude, the more will come in. You know, there's people that say, have an attitude of gratitude, blah, blah, blah. That way of thinking, of expecting results from that or forcing yourself to be grateful, doesn't always work. What really works with bringing things in is truly feeling grateful. And you don't have to feel grateful for a whole ton of things, just one or two things, or a handful of things. The more you feel this way naturally, the more amazing things will come in. So let's look at this. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have breathe. Hopefully you can see that okay. You have breathe. And you have the key. And so I'm getting that this is exciting. This can also be a tiny bit scary or unnerving, or knock you off balance from time to time because of the newness of everything. Or this is not your old cycle. This may not be something that you are completely familiar with. Or it may just be you need to breathe deeply and trust that the universe is looking out for you. You may be fearful that this new seed isn't going to grow, or that it won't pan out the way that you wish. Or you see the new opportunity, but maybe sometimes you have moments of doubt where you wonder whether this is actually real or not, or whether this is actually going to manifest or not. Whatever it is, whether it's a dream, whether it's a relationship, whether it's an attitude or a way of treating your body, it just says in those moments, readjust yourself, balance yourself, and open yourself up to blessings by breathing deeply, relaxing every muscle in your body, and having faith that spirit, positive, beneficial spirits are looking out for you. And if you need anything, it will be provided, and you have to trust that. To me, these three together are screaming trust at me. on have trust and have faith that beneficial energies are looking out for you as long as you help to cultivate this new seed or believe that it's possible. You will be provided with whatever you need. There may even be some small miracles that happen that make you feel extremely grateful and blessed. If there's something that you lack, if something's holding you back from this new beginning, whether it's something you feel you need that you don't have, it will come if you breathe deeply, trust, and ask for help or ask for what you need. It may come in unexpected ways. If this is a new relationship with someone, this seems like a yoga instructor or a meditation instructor or somebody who does a lot of mindful spiritual practices. Meditation, yoga, stretching, breathing. They focus on peace. They focus on balance. They focus on opening themselves up to what is possible out there. And this is also, I'm getting a really special person that is able to conjure up small miracles from time to time, or is a very generous, helpful person. You know those people that come along in life, whether they're total strangers on the street, and just when you're feeling at your worst, somebody comes up and hands you something and smiles at you, and it's almost like an angel has visited you. Sometimes angels disguise themselves as people. Some people are angels in disguise. So this person almost seems angelic in a certain way where they're able to bring, because they feel very unselfish. They feel very much humanitarian, or people that strive to help people in whatever way they can, especially people that have fallen upon bad times. This could be a counselor. This could be so many different kinds of people, but I'm getting this person is almost a miracle worker, and not a whole lot of this. Sometimes they may help people out with money, but I'm getting spiritual help. This person is usually comes into people's lives to bring them a breath of hope, or a breath of joy, or a breath of magic. If this is somebody coming in, I feel that you recognize this about this person, or you may meet them for the first time while they're in the middle of helping somebody. And you just know that this is somebody important to you. Whether this turns out into a relationship or a friendship, it seems as though this person is led to you or you're led to them. And something about this is important. Or changes your life by knowing this person. Changes your outlook. Changes what you believe is possible. Interesting. So down on the bottom, you have the 10 of Cups, and this is part of the reason on why I was saying that. With it, you have the Soulmate card. Soulmates, as you know, you don't need me to tell you this, but I still feel obligated to say it. Soulmates are people of all different kinds. They can be your children, they can be your friends, they can be your best friend, they can be family members, they can be a lover, they can be a husband, they can be a wife, they can be anybody. But because of the hearts there and the way that these penguins are hugging each other, this is leading me to believe that this is romantic. It may be that you stumble across a soulmate, and something about this is almost magical, where you didn't even see this coming, or you did imagine it, you did hope for it and wish for it, but this is better than what you expected, or different from what you expected in almost a magical way. With this, there's the ship. Let's look at these ones here. There's so many cards, I can't hold them all up. With soulmates, you have the ship and you have fish. It may be that you're invited to go on some kind of a trip with a soulmate. This soulmate seems as though they are pretty well off, or they have money, or they're prosperous people, or this could be you too. Could be that you meet someone magical and you invite them to go on some kind of a trip with you, or they pay for you to come along on a trip with them. With this, or they live at a distance from you, but they're coming to your area, or they're relocating to your area, or vice versa, I suppose. Or you meet them while traveling. With these, there's an odd one. You have orphaned. I'm sensing that this comes from a long time ago. It's like you've been hoping and wishing for this, but then when it arrives, it makes you aware of some lost little parts of your inner child within your being that makes you feel left out or unloved or abandoned, or just through circumstances, some kind of tragedy. It could be that you've been through something like this in the past, whether it's from your childhood or whether it's from past relationships, where you have felt left out, or you felt like nobody would ever come for you, or no one would ever be there for you, or love lost, deep love lost. This doesn't feel like this is a result of knowing this person. This feels like this is coming up out of you because of this person, because this person is so magical and so wonderful in their presence, and they awaken your mind to potentials, possibilities, a new outlook. It's almost scary to you on a certain level, because what if you lose it? But remember that even if this person goes away, you have not lost it. You have this within you. And I almost feel like someone comes in that instantly transforms you, or shakes up your mind in a good way to such a degree that you're becoming aware of certain aspects of your being that have been holding you back all this time, and it's making you acutely aware of it. And really, you can't hold on to anybody or anything in life. The only thing that you really have is your own soul and your own body while you're here in this body. And so keeping anything is an illusion in a way. You can't control anything but yourself. You can't keep anything but yourself. And maybe this is some kind of huge healing thing that happens where you fully comprehend this, and you're able to start filling in this feeling of sorrow with a bittersweet, wonderful, blessed feeling of you will always have what you need no matter what. And you need to fill this, you need to be your own parent. You need to take care of this little lost part of your inner child here. But this feels healing to me, even though it is bringing up some really deep, sorrowful feelings. Or it could be that some of you have met someone and then they go away, and you feel orphaned in their absence. But you shouldn't. I have, for some strange reason, a feeling that they're coming back. With this orphaned, I definitely needed to pick a card with this orphaned card. With it, I got a higher power. And so it's hard for me to explain, especially right now in words, what I'm getting, but it's kind of like all this little orphan has to do is look behind and see that this higher power is there. The higher power has not gone anywhere. The universe is looking out for you. There is a massive amount of unconditional love in the universe that is shining down on you. And you will never be completely orphaned. No matter what comes or goes in life, you are looked out after. You just have to truly feel it or realize it on an emotional level. Perhaps you are feeling this. Okay, so for the first week of September, this is interesting. Let me just go ahead and pick these before I even try to explain it. If you have been orphaned, as in you had a parent die, or someone you loved a long time ago passed away, something about that is being healed now, and you realize now that they're still there, that they still look out after you. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. So for the first week of September, you have two very different cards. You have the Eight of Swords over the Four of Wands. What I'm getting is that outwardly you're pretty stable, or outwardly you feel pretty on top of things, but internally, especially in your own mind or with your thoughts, you're having a hard time getting through a blockage. It's like I'm getting a mental block. Like if you knew how to get out of this mental block, you totally would take yourself out of it. What's so hard about it is that you're having a hard time breaking through whatever this internal block is, or even understanding what it is or where it comes from or why you feel so trapped in a situation or even a thought pattern or a way of thinking. It doesn't even have to be an external thing. It could be that some of you have outgrown your old structures or outgrown, like, for instance, you may have begun something and made it stable, but then you realize it's not fulfilling you or it's not exactly what you wanted to create. And now you're feeling bound to it, where now you have to upkeep this thing or take care of it, even though you feel trapped by it and it's not exactly what you wanted. Or it could be saying that you want this Four of Wands, you want this stability, or you want this relationship or this feeling in your life, but there's something in the way in your own mind that you're having a hard time pinning down or making sense out of enough to get out of it. It feels very ingrained and old. And you may actually be becoming aware of this block. This block feels like it's been there for a long time, but just now you're becoming more aware of it on how it hinders you. So let's look at what these things are. With the Eight of Swords, you had time to go. This stuck feeling, this internal mental block, it's time for it to go. You need to leave this mind state. Something about things that you've been through in the past have put you in an unconscious loop that make you somehow expect more of this, instead of expecting amazing things that can get you out of this pattern. This needs to go. So, how can you do that? I got these three cards. The Child the dog and blessed to get out of this mental muck, limiting thought patterns, to go towards taking care of your inner child or children, or child if you have children or a child, but I'm seeing this as being your inner child, especially since you had the orphaned card earlier. Taking care of your inner child, nurturing your inner child, protecting your inner child, being loyal to yourself, loving yourself, focusing on the people that are loyal to you and are dependable, or people you can count on to be with you and to love you. This can be a best friend. This can be a soulmate of any kind. And to realize you are blessed. If at one point you lost these things in the past, you have them now, which is why you're so blessed. Focus on the blessings that you have. Focus on the loyal friends that you do have. Don't waste your time on false friends or on people that don't care about you. You need to put your energy into the people that care about you. And protect this little inner child of yours. And help it to feel loved and safe and playful. If this is a child in your life, you should realize you're very blessed to have this child in your life. Not that you don't feel that way, but your child needs to feel that way. And to be loyal to your child. To play with your child. Play with your child. By taking good care of your own child or children, that helps you to heal your own inner child. If you don't have children, then it's all of those things except with yourself. It could be that some of you have met someone, and there's a very strong potential of that. With the soulmates card and some other factors you have in here, it looks as if they may have a child. And if that's the case, it looks as though you feel very blessed because you not only love this person, you love their child too, or you feel blessed because they love your child. Oh, there we go. Yep. Viruses. I'm getting tracked. Great. Makes me wonder who tracks me, if it's like AI or robots or the CIA, whoever. I mean, what do they really care about what we do anyway? Anyway, so that's the top part. That's why you need to free yourself, is so you can fully enjoy these other things. Down below, you have the Four of Wands with clean it up. If you have started something and you have something stable going on, it needs to be kept up with. Same thing with family matters or friendships or children too. It all needs to be nurtured, cared for, and cleaned up and straightened up, made more functional. I'm also getting a message in here for some of you where you may have been, I don't know why this word's coming up, indoctrined. I don't know, maybe through belief systems that you were taught as a child, or morals that you were taught as a child on how relationships should be. And something about that needs to be cleaned up. Maybe there was whether it was your own parents or another couple in your family, or that you were exposed to when you were young, that outwardly seemed like a great match, or outwardly seemed like their marriage was great, but something about things being hidden in the closet. Maybe everyone else in the town thought that the husband was a great guy, but it turns out that he was a closet alcoholic. Or this woman here seemed like the perfect wife, but at home or behind closed doors, she was just in it for the money, or something. Something about this was not that clean. And so you're wanting to clean this up in your own psyche so that you don't attract this sort of thing now. or to clean up your ideas of what a solid, stable, fruitful, creative relationship would be like for you, or where would it be, or where are they? Are you waiting for them? If you're waiting for them, and if you've been imagining and visualizing what you would wish, and it seems as though the universe is conspiring to bless you in some way, you might need to clean yourself up before you can really be ready for this person to come in. Maybe you need to straighten up how you take care of your body, or you need to straighten up your thoughts and clear out some old garbage so that you can think straight, or clean up something in your own psyche so that you can actually really be ready for this, and not to allow old dirt or old skeletons in the closet to interfere with a new relationship. You don't want to subconsciously sabotage anything, because it seems to me as though you really, really want this. So if you do, you may even need to clean up your house, or clean up your business, or clean up something so that you can be ready for this. Or if you have begun this, it needs to be cleaned up. Part of what you need to clean up, or what this cleaning up process is helping in general, is you realizing that you really do have a lot of spiritual backup at this time. For makes sense, Uranus is in your sign. I'm sure it's shaking up a whole lot, whether it's internal or external or both. At this time, it seems as though your spirit guides, or your beneficial spirits that look out after you, are working overdrive at this time to let you know that they really are there for you. To have this, maybe you lost faith a while back, where you felt as though nothing was looking out for you. Or you did believe that at one point, but then you started to doubt it because you didn't see results, or you didn't sense it, or you didn't feel it there. But at this time, because things are internally for you are changing in a lot of ways, for the better, I might add, these beneficial forces are working more and more for you, or helping you more and more. It's becoming so obvious that you can't deny it. You may receive omens or messages or signs that are so clear that you can't ignore it. And it may be making you realize that these things really are real. If you believed that they were real before and you didn't doubt it, it just seems like you're getting a lot of spiritual help at this time. And a lot of this is illuminating certain things to you that were closed off before, where you're becoming aware of certain things now that perhaps were closed off before, or you were aware of some of it, but not all of it. You're being enlightened, or you're being given some important knowledge or information that you need. Someone may hand you a special book, or you may realize you want to write a book. Something about books. You find an old antique book that's out of print that gives you some important information. Or you go to a used bookshop and you find something that really helps you see things in a different way. Something. Okay, so let's look at the second week of September. There goes my dog crying to be let in. But things are relatively calm right now, thank goodness. So I think I'm just going to leave them out there until I'm done. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. That. Nice. Ooh, nice. Okay. So for the second week of September, you have the Three of Pentacles over the Knight of Swords. To me, this feels like you're pushing yourself in a good way to do something that is outside of your comfort zone. This Three of Pentacles is saying that there's new abundance, new life, new money, new opportunities, and growth going on in your life, and you're seeing results, or you're seeing this unfold and grow nicely. By being brave and throwing yourself out there where other people can see you brings you really, really good results. And simply, I'm going to plays, going to festivals, going to community gardens, doing something outside of the house. This could be a new venture, a new business, a new way of making money, but I'm getting specifically to do with talents of yours. This could be singing on stage. This could be dancing on stage. This could be showcasing your art. This could be showing off your talents or skills, whatever they happen to be. Down below, this is giving me the feeling that you're very adamant and you're pushing yourself to overcome any insecurities or fears you may have and just throw yourself out there and communicate. You may need to get a hold of someone to insist that they give you some kind of an opportunity. For instance, when I was going through my Saturn return, there was a local business where I lived in Florida that was an upscale bookstore where they had up to 12 readers. And I went in there and said I would like to be a reader there, but we did a lot of back and forth on the phone, and it took several months, but finally she said, okay, I want you to come in and do a reading. The owners of the business said, come in and do readings for us. And I finally, after months of asking them for a job there, was able to do a few readings for the owners, and they were blown away and hired me. And so it's something like that, where there's an opportunity, you definitely want to snag it and show off your talents, but it may involve having to speak up multiple times or speaking up in order for them to notice you or in order to remind them about you. But it seems as though you're pretty insistent about not letting this opportunity pass, which is amazing to see. So let's look at it this way. And if this is a person coming in, this may be a person that you meet through common talents, interests, or something public that you're doing, and it catches their attention. Or this could be someone else performing that catches your attention, or speaks up about something that normally people don't speak up about. And it's a little bit ballsy, or a little bit, it involves courage and not caring what other people think. So this could be a journalist, this could be a writer, a teacher, a communicator, someone involved with trade, someone who travels, someone who speaks up about things that no one wants to hear, but is necessary for people to hear. Okay, so with this top part, with the Three of Pentacles, you have peace. Very, very, very nice. Peace. With peace, you have garden, which can be social events, festivities, getting out there, getting outside of the house, mingling, meeting people, socializing, having fun, going to beautiful places or events. By throwing yourself out there, you will find peace. will not be a stressful experience for you. This will bring you a feeling of contentment if you throw your talents out there where other people can see it, or you focus on the things that truly make you happy to go out and do. Down on the bottom with the Knight of Swords, there is new life. You are insistent on a new life, or feeling rejuvenated, feeling awake, feeling alert, fully aware of what's going on. Unlike the Swords card. She's blindfolded, she's trapped. This guy is ready to fight, or ready to go into battle, or ready to do something, say something. And by speaking up, by being ballsy, by not caring what other people think and saying what needs to be said, or drawing the attention of those that need to be drawn, brings you new life. It's like before you couldn't speak, but now you're making up for lost time, which is amazing to see. With it, you have the Tower. You're on a lookout for something to arrive, or you're feeling very strong in your position. You're at a vantage point where you can see vast amounts of space all the way around you, where you can see things that are arriving or headed your way far before they get there. Are you expecting something? You've put something out there and you're expecting something to come. You may be looking outwardly for somebody, as in when you're out and about, you're looking, you're on the lookout for this person. Or you're aware that you need to be aware of opportunities so that you can snatch them. But I'm getting a strange ending, which is that they come to your home. While you're searching in all these other places, it seems as though you don't really necessarily need to search because they're right there. Or this may be somebody who's been right there all along and you just didn't realize it was that person. Or you're looking out for your home. You're looking out for a new life that feels like home. Let me get more information about this house card. You may be hosting something in your home. There's another book. Yeah. It's somebody that you don't expect. Someone very different from you. Someone who works really hard. Someone extremely curious. Someone who works from home, or you work from home. No, I'm getting that they work from home. And they're extremely curious. They may be writing a book or some kind of story or article or important information. But even though you're very different from each other, you complement each other in extremely strange ways and are able to create something together that wouldn't exist from any other combination of people. Don't worry, they're going to come to you. You don't have to necessarily go out there looking, although it is important for you to get out of the house and cultivate your own skills and talents and go showcase yourself or show yourself off. That will bring in new life. So there you go. Hopefully that helped or made sense. I wish you all the best. I'm going to let my dog in so he no longer is whining. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.